a lot of it was about signs he'll give when he's hungry, when he's just changing. It's the type of cries or facial expressions when he starts to get hungry, or when he needs to be changed, or he's about to need to be changed.
If she wants to play in things, then generally what we're starting to find now is that she'll wake up of her own accord, and obviously we've got her in a crib and things. She'll be quite happy just to, sort of like kick about of her own, like keep herself to her own devices, and have like, you'll notice that she starts gurgling and laughing and things like that, making noises and whatnot. So generally when we hear her do that, then we'll take that as an opportunity to try and grab some of her toys and whatever, and just have a bit of a fuss and give her a pat and a stroke and a tickle and whatever, pick her up and give her a cuddle, that kind of stuff.
There'd be a few nights where obviously he's still new in the world, right? So everything's still new to him. So he'd just be freaking out from all this overstimulation, and sometimes you can't settle them down, man. So sometimes you just have to hold them and wait it out until they feel comfortable. So even though it might get frustrating at times because you're so tired, but you got to do it.
More from the mouth point of view and the lips, how she communicated with us. Now it's slightly different. She puts her hands away or move her head. But at the beginning, she just did it through her mouth, really, where when she was trying to give something, she closed the mouth up tight or opened the mouth up if she needs milk. And then about 6 months, she started to turn her body a little bit if she wanted to cuddle or just hold hands or something. She just twisted her body a little bit.
It's amazing how you be able to notice the difference between like how she cries, for one thing versus another if something's upsetting her. So like straight away now, we can usually click if she's hungry, versus you sort of like listen to her crying and think, yeah, she's hungry, versus crying and going, actually no, that's something else, that she's got wind, or or she wants a bum changing or something like that. You can generally tell the two, but it takes a little while. It certainly didn't do that straight away. And I think the thing for me as well is it's probably taken me a bit longer to get used to that as well, because I've been working. I'm at a different sort of like stage in the game to where she is in terms of recognising all the cues and things like that, and that's just purely because she's spent more time with her.
If they're crying, don't fret. It just means they're talking to you. Don't just get stressed out. You'll get there in time to feed him if it needs feeding. To be honest with you, they're quite quiet, but it's the food ones, the mouth will go, and then obviously if you leave them a bit too long, you say if you're making bottles, they'll cry a bit, but 9 times out of 10 we get them anyway. You can just tell. They'll start moving, arms will go, legs will go, restless. It's the mouth really that tells us it's milk time. They do the milk cough.
I think for every dad, the first month is mostly mom time, and we feel like we don't know what to do with the baby, so holding the baby feels kind of unnatural because it literally cries and wants mommy 24/7. So I think 3 mark line is when me and my Ferrello started like connecting a bit. That's when I came home and you'd be like, I know who you are. So when you started interacting, I think that's when I actually felt like a dad, because then you can be like, oh, now I can teach him like the things that I do. But the first 2 months, it's all new. It's just like a blur.